How do I find the right lawyer? In this video series, I will answer this question by answering 7 constituent questions.
This is Christian attorney R.L. Johnson, lawfullife.us. The purpose of this channel is to make the law accessible to real people. So if you find the information in this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with other individuals. Also, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel thus far. Please feel free to send me questions or make suggestions about other videos that you'd like to see us do. Now on to the topic of this video. How do I select the right lawyer for me? Question number 5, what should my attorney expect from me? Well, most attorneys expect when you come into the office that you're going to be honest. You're going to give them the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're not going to pull any punches. No one wants to be ambushed with information that you didn't think was relevant or that you found embarrassing. You remember that when you hire an attorney, there's a duty of confidentiality, so there's nothing that you say to that attorney in that office that the attorney can share with other persons unless you're disclosing to the attorney your intent to break the law moving forward. Anything that you tell that attorney is confidential. There's a sacred bond between the attorney and the client that courts are obligated to honor, and you need not worry about the information you share with your attorney being leaked out of that office. So I say that only to say that you need to let that attorney know everything that's going on or that has happened as it relates to your case, because failure to do so can be fatal to your case, or it can be detrimental to any award you might receive should you be victorious. An example of that would be, let's say there's an employment discrimination lawsuit, and let's assume further that you made a material misrepresentation on your employment application. It could be that you did not disclose certain criminal activity on your employment application. It could be that you embellish your resume, for example. But let's assume further that you are victorious in your lawsuit, either because of a settlement or an arbitration award. The federal law provides that your award can be cut in half as a result of you having lied on your employment application. So clearly, this is a type of thing that your lawyer needs to know up front, because it can certainly affect, number one, the amount of your award, but also the course of settlement discussions in your case. So I use that only as an example, but the point I want to illustrate is that you must let your lawyer know the good, the bad, and the ugly about your case, and about you if necessary, if it affects your case, so that neither you nor your lawyer are ambushed in court, because you have to assume that if information is discoverable, it will be discovered, and the other side will use whatever tools or information that come into their possession to ensure that you are not successful. And indeed, if there's a way that they can cause you, who have brought the lawsuits, to pay their client, that will in fact happen. So your lawyer certainly is going to expect honesty from you, even if that portrays your case in a negative light, because bad news does not get better with time. Next, I would say that your attorney expects you to cooperate completely and fully in providing any information that may be requested from you by the attorney or the attorney's office or from the other side. And sometimes that can seem like a burdensome and troublesome process, especially when the other side is making outrageous demands in the form of document requests or asking you to answer tons of questions that you might deem to be irrelevant. But providing your attorney with information under your control can oftentimes be crucial, not only in your relationship with your lawyer, but also in the success of your case. So that communication and that need for promptness in responding is a two-way street. And again, when your attorney is trying to obtain information from you, you need to make yourself as accessible as possible. And of course, nowadays, probably more than half of the communication is either by text or by email. So those are key pieces in terms of ensuring that your attorney has everything he or she needs to vigorously prosecute your case. And finally, among the list of things that your attorney expects from you is to listen to advice and accept instruction. And I would add, so that you may gain wisdom in the future. I would also note that it is written that by insolence comes nothing but strife, but with those who take advice is wisdom. So it's important to really take to heart what your attorney is telling you. Sometimes your attorney has to be the one to deliver very bad news to you about your case. Sometimes you find yourself in situations that are not winnable, and in those circumstances the best you can do is lessen the damage. But I would be wary of an attorney who was afraid to tell you plainly and in understandable terms that your case has some serious deficiencies. And in those instances, the best thing you can do is try to limit or mitigate the damage. Well, that's it for this video. If you find this video helpful in any way, please share it with others. Also, consider subscribing to the channel so that you can be notified when we produce new videos. As I've indicated before, the purpose of this channel is to make the law accessible to real people and not just the exclusive province of attorneys.
Thank you for watching. We profess the truth that we can do nothing without God. God bless.